What's up, everyone? David with Core of Confidence here. Today we're talking about the three biggest factors that hold back introverts from meeting and dating quality women, the types of women that introverts, well, any guy wants, but we're focusing here on what introverts, right? The right women for you and ultimately the right woman for you, okay? And so I'm going to get into these three factors, dive into them, help you out with it, help you see clearly so you can get unstuck, move forward, and crush it in your dating life and your love life with women, your relationships. So, by the way, always want to make sure that you guys know about resources here. coreconfidence.com, all kinds of great stuff. I got a quiz that will show where you sit on what I call the irresistible scale, to how you're attracting women and what you need to do to point you to the next thing, which is the webinar or the masterclass I have, Attraction on Command, which you can always go to at attractclass.com, attractclass.com. I also have a free report, awesome 40-page report, 7 roadblocks that single successful men face when meeting to attract the women they want. Meeting, dating high-quality women, right? Beautiful women inside and out, as we talk about here. And that's at attractreport.com, okay? They all lead to Core Confidence. And you can find these resources multiple ways, but that's the easiest way, right? coreconfidence.com, click on the free training button. I don't have a button yet for the free report. You go to attractreport.com for that. Got to get that up. And you can take the quiz there. All kinds of stuff to help you out, okay, along with this. So today, the three biggest factors that I see over and over again from guys that are introverted and might fall in the shy category too, but especially with this introverted category, okay? And it's a category that I myself am in, okay? I am an introvert by default in that categorization, okay? So all the time I hear, because I'm an introvert, this and that, and blah, 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 right? And so I'm going to help you with this. So the first thing I want to talk about, okay, is that gets in the way is the key thing here that's going to lead to the other two. Okay, I'm going to start with the biggest one, and that is the introvert myth. What do I mean by that? I'm not saying this category doesn't exist, okay, introvert, extrovert, ambivert in the middle, but the myth that I can't be social, I can't be good with people because I'm an introvert is total malarkey, hogwash BS. I'm an example of it. I've helped many guys with this. If you're like, because I'm an introvert, that's a self-fulfilling prophecy and reason that loops back in and on itself. Because I'm an introvert. Well, because I'm an introvert, I can't be more social. Because I'm an introvert, I can't express myself well. Because I'm an introvert, I can't connect with people the way an extrovert can. Blah, blah, so on and so forth. It's not true. Okay, and the more that you buy into that, the more that becomes your reality and the more you get mired down by that. Okay, so you have to let go of that reasoning, which ultimately becomes an excuse. Okay, because sitting on your couch and playing video games and hoping she'll just show up magically at your door, or watching sports, spectator sports, whatever it is you're into, or a lot of Netflix and Amazon Prime, and just hoping she's going to come, is not going to do it for you, which leads me to the second factor, which is relying on the dating apps and on online dating sites apps. Okay, still one of my key points that I always talk about, but it really connects this because it can be a hedge or a hiding behind not meeting more quality women, having to swipe, and feeling like you're doing something, chatting, but not actually meeting up with those women, or if you do, it not turning into a romantic encounter or relationship and go that direction. The ROI is low. The return on investment is way low on apps compared to meeting women socially and in person. It's just a fact. It's a fact for me. It's a fact for the guys that reach out to speak to me and book in a breakthrough session, so on and so forth. I see it in the chat comments. I see it in emails I get from guys everywhere. Okay, and I did online dating back in the day when it first started out, a different time, back in 2003 and 4. Very different than now, okay? And as I've talked about in my free report, how the online dating system is rigged against you because they don't want you to find a relationship, because then you'll never come back to the app or the online dating system. It's a book called Explosive Growth, okay? It's a book about business, and the guy figured this out. He's like, oh, we don't want these people to get together. Because we need them to come back and keep paying for our app. It's the truth. Okay, so it's work. It's the system is designed against you for online, and the system you want to be using is the more natural system of social, which we're already naturally social as human beings. I know if you're an introvert, you may not currently feel the most social, or you might be an introvert that's good at being social at work, but when it comes to a more personalized social environment, you're not so good. Okay, that's what I mean by social. Okay, I mean by actually being outside of work or business, okay? So relying on the online dating apps instead of focusing on a socially focused strategy, if you will, approach to meeting more types of women, which leads me to the third one, which is getting into the right environments where there is a good mix of men and women, and particularly women. So if you're a developer and you're going to developer meetups and all is mainly guys and a few chicks, and maybe they're not the chicks you're into, that's not a good environment to meet women. Okay, I get it that you're a developer and that's your interest and you should go to that for that, but you can't rely on that to meet women regularly and consistency. And the types of, maybe you will find a type of woman that's developer if you're into that, but I have developer IT guy clients, engineers. They don't want to be with a developer girl. If you do, cool. But a lot of times they don't, okay? And you shouldn't have to. You should be a dynamic social guy as a developer engineer. It's what I believe. Okay, I was an IT engineer for 10 years in New York, okay? And I learned to be social and all that outside of it. I learned to date and meet women outside of my work environment, okay? Sometimes things happened at work, okay? Women chased me and came after me. That's pretty much the way that I did it. I did do some chasing back then, truth be told. Not proud of it, but I did. But things happened. It was an environment with a lot of men and a lot of women, okay? It was a law firm and then a hedge fund that I worked for. But it still wasn't my favorite place, so I learned to meet women outside of that, okay? So you can't, and it goes back to the first factor, you can't keep blaming introversion for not meeting the types of women that you want, okay, or the type of woman. There's so much more you can communicate and transmit through vibe when you meet in person. Yes, you have to work up the vibe and the skill sets and stuff, but you have the choice of continuing to not get good results at all or any results from online dating and swiping and swiping and swiping and swiping and it going back and forth and all this time, or you can choose to overcome this introvert myth that you can't be social, that you have to do it this way, that that's just how you are, and not actually, put in the worthwhile time to change yourself. And if that's something you want to do, then we can have a chat about that. Okay, you can PM me and we can have a chat about it if or how I can help you with all this stuff. But in particular, this issue, if you feel you're in the shy introverted category, okay, helped a lot of guys with that. Is it tougher than a guy who's naturally social? Yes, it's tougher. But I've seen amazing transformations of guys change very rapidly once they start doing the deeper work that I do with my clients, okay? I see amazing transformations. Not every guy can rapidly do it that's a shy introvert, okay? But I have seen it, right? With the right support, with the right guidance, with the right depth work to take out the wrong beliefs and put in the right ones. Okay, because it's hard to do that sometimes, a lot of times when you can't see outside yourself, because the way it works is our belief system acts like our virtual reality. Okay, when you're in a video game, that's what the belief system is like here in this reality. Okay, we're all living in these kind of little different versions of our reality based on our beliefs. And if you're going around going, I'm an introvert, everything's going to be from the filter of I'm an introvert, so I can do this and I can't do that. And a lot of it is what I can't do. Introversion is a great thing for focus, getting work done, task focus, all that. I'm a huge fan, but it's an enemy as an excuse or a reason when we're talking about being more socially engaged with the world, with people, in particular, of course, women. Okay? So that's what I have for you today. Recap. Number one, got to drop the introvert myth, excuse of because I'm an introvert, I can't, or I only can do it this way. Number two, online dating map focus instead of the social focus. And number three, the right kinds of environments where there's a good mix of women, okay, that you can meet, you can talk to, you can flirt with. And by the way, the common myth, I'm going to give you a little extra bonus here, a little fourth 3.5 is, guys often think that if he talks to this woman and other women see it, that it's a bad thing, that he's a player. Wrong. The more that women see you talking to other women, the more comfortable they feel and the more attracted they are. Because women value, in one angle, it's not the only thing, a guy that other women want. Women want to be with that guy. Hands down. Guys, we don't really care so much, okay, on that. We care more about certainly chemistry and connection, but typically is if she's hot, we notice immediately. Women can notice that, but it fades quickly when they see a guy who has a bit more of a kingly vibe about him, that knows how to interact with people, doesn't have to be everybody. They're drawn to that. And this is where it goes beyond the looks and money part that I always talk about. That's one piece, okay, one sliver I want to give you. So that's what we got for you today. Until next time, always check out attractclass.com. Check out the 5 Attraction Accelerators, Attraction on Command Masterclass. CoreConference.com. Always cool stuff. Blogs, articles, videos, blah, 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 all this stuff, okay? So until next time, we'll talk to you. Bye-bye.